Alright, so we're back with a knife ability test video. Man, I haven't said this in like ages, it feels like. So today we're gonna do a little bit of a different video. I was kind of thinking what kind of knife ability test videos I could make. So today we will be farming gems, I guess, and we will try to figure out the most efficient way on how we can get as many gems as possible right now in the game. Since if you didn't know or if you don't remember, targets were removed, which is very unfortunate, which is another feature that was removed, which I don't know, it was kind of broken to be honest. Like you were getting a ton of gems with the target system, so I can kind of understand why they decided to remove it, so it kind of makes sense actually, but right now it's a little bit tricky to farm gems, so I just wanted to make a video which hopefully shows how you can farm gems the most efficiently, so hopefully we can actually do this within this video, so let's just start. So there we go, we joined knife ability test. Let's start with, of course, the number one option, which is going to give you the most amount of gems per kill, and it is of course going to be the USPS. I am fully aware that not everybody has access to this weapon, so this is kind of just a bonus, but I still wanted to include this one since otherwise this list wouldn't be really accurate, and I still wanted to showcase this one. So this one's going to give you 4 gems per headshot kill. You definitely have to get a headshot kill. If you don't get a headshot kill with this one, you only get 1 gem, as you can see. But once you actually get a headshot kill with this one, it is going to reward you with literally 4 gems, which is actually the most amount of gems I believe that you can currently get a knife ability test per kill. And honestly, 4 gems per kill is just really fantastic, to be honest. Definitely a really amazing way to farm gems right now. But of course, like I said, most people won't be able to get this one, and most people probably don't have this one, so this is kind of just a bonus, but I definitely wanted to include this one. So option number 2 is definitely going to be the most accessible option, I would say, on this list. It is of course going to be the explosive knife, which is going to reward you with 3 gems per kill, and I would say this is definitely one of the best options, besides of course stabbing people. So if you just knife someone, of course, with your knife, you will get 3 gems as well, but of course the explosive knife is definitely really fantastic to farm gems and knife ability test right now. It is really fun to use, and it is also quite powerful, so definitely a really fantastic option right here, and definitely one of my favorite picks for farming gems and knife ability test. You can even do something against people that are camping. Hopefully I can showcase that. Let's just see if we can actually take care of the death beam camper in the tower up there. So we can see them right there. Hopefully we can get them. There we go. So you can even do something against campers. I would say this is definitely a really great choice for farming gems right now. I would say the explosive knife is definitely one of the best options since it's available for just 100 gems in the game, and I would say it's definitely one of the more accessible options on this list right here. Another possible choice, I guess, would be the spam knife, but I don't really think we have to talk about this one since, well, the price tag of course, and I don't think you can actually buy this one right now, so I would say this one's definitely out of question right here. But it is definitely the most broken option, and well, it also gives you 3 gems, so yeah, definitely a very overpowered one, and definitely really fantastic to farm as well. And now of course also another option which I kind of forgot about, which is also really accessible to players, is going to be the ghost knife. This knife ability is unlocked at rank 20 or level 20, so definitely one of the more accessible options, even more accessible of course than the explosive knife. This one is pretty much like the default knife, but of course it can go through walls, so really effective and really fantastic, to be honest. You can kind of get rid of campers very easily, and I would definitely recommend this one. Also gives you 3 gems per kill, so just a really fantastic option as well. And of course the last knife, which is also going to give you 3 gems, it's going to be the default knife, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend this one. It is kind of just the worst ghost knife, to be honest, so yeah, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this one. I think the ghost knife is definitely the better choice between the two, and of course this one, like I said, also gives you 3 gems, so not a bad option, but I guess the ghost knife is definitely the better choice there. So now of course we get to the 2 gem area. We have the laser knife ability, the no scope ability, and then of course shotgun and Tesla knife. I'm going to ignore the teleport knife for now since you don't really use this one to kill people. This one's just kind of used to teleport around, so we're gonna ignore this one. All of these ones of course give you 2 gems per kill, and I think they're all pretty decent options. One of the most accessible ones is of course going to be the laser knife ability, so let's use that one. I think this one's pretty good to use and definitely quite fun. As you can see, this one gives you 2 gems per kill, so once again, quite a decent option to farm gems in knife ability test right now. So yeah, I hope this list was kind of helpful, and I hope you will be able to farm some gems in knife ability test. I would say currently is definitely the worst time to farm gems since it definitely takes the longest amount of time to just get a few gems. When we had the target system, which was honestly quite broken, it was definitely a lot easier, so it's a bit unfortunate that if you want to farm gems right now, it will take you a little bit longer, so definitely something to keep in mind. But I guess hopefully this kind of list was still helpful and maybe gave you some ideas on what kind kind of abilities or what kind of weapons to use in general. Something I definitely wanted to point out is don't use these swords. I think the swords are kind of clunky and definitely not the best choices right here. You can just use the regular knife, have the ability to still throw the knife, and then also get the same amount of gems when you stab someone. So I would say the swords are definitely the worst option to farm gems, at least in my personal opinion. It is also kind of personal preference, I guess, but I don't really like the swords. I think they're kind of difficult to use, and I think there's other options which definitely help you farm gems a bit easier. So hopefully this kind of list was helpful. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I will see you of course in the next one. Bye guys.